And for match number 5 in this year's Natwest series, we're up in Durham at Chester Street for the second match between England and Australia.
England unbeaten in 3 games. Australia still looking for their first win in this NatWest series. Will it all change today? Both captains are here. Ricky Ponting, Marcus Trescothick, captain of the day. And Jeff Crow's here as well. Marcus, NatWest coin, you've got it there.
Heads.
Heads calls Ricky.
Tails, England.
Comes down a tail. So England have won the toss. Marcus, what are you going to do?
We'll have a bowl first.
I'm not surprised, actually, that England have done what they've done. If you look at the pitch, it's a new wicket here. And if you look around it, there's a few cracks. And there are also some little indentations and look like seam marks. I think England are thinking Chester Street. Not quite sure what the pitch is going to do, not quite sure how much pace, whether it's going to go sideways. We'll put the onus on the Australians. They're the ones under pressure at the moment to start performing. Stick them in. If there is anything that's wicket, we'll get it out of it first, and then we'll chase down whatever the Australians set. Because the weak part of the game at the moment for Australia has been the bowling. I think England want to attack their strength, and that's the batting, David.
Quick reminder for you of the teams here today. 1 or 2 changes here and there. If you've just joined us, the news is that Michael Vaughan is unfit, won't be playing for England today, so Marcus Trescothick will captain the side. It allows Vikram Solanki to come and bat at number 3. Collingwood Flintoff, Peterson, Jones after that. Giles Goff back in after his rest against the Bangladeshis the other night in Trent Bridge. Chris Tremlett keeps his place. For Australia, there's some quite interesting changes actually. Andrew Symonds plays his first match of this tournament, as does Brett Lee. We all seem to think that's going to strengthen the Australian side. It's Gilchrist, Hayden, Ponting, Martin, Symonds. Hussey's been informed. Watson, Hogg, Lee, Gillespie, McGrath.
Now, it's going to be Darren Gough with the new ball from the Finkel end of this ground. 2 slips in position. Both sides making 2 changes. He's found the gap here. Collingwood's after it. Outfield perhaps not as quick as the one we saw at Trent Bridge. An easy 3. It's away fine. Gough is square, so that'll run away to the boundary. Signal is leg byes from umpire Alim Dar. There is Gilchrist's 7,000th run. Ricky Ponting, Steve and Mark Waugh, the only other Australians to have scored 7,000 one-day runs. Now the second slip has gone wider into a fine gully position. That's nicely timed. Chase for Ashley Giles, but the ball's going to beat him. 15 from the first 2 overs.
Chris Tremlett hasn't been able to get that line that Darren Gough found so easy in his first over. Off stump, middle and off stump. Just a bit too straight there, Chris Tremlett.
It's the wrong line again from Tremlett, and that's punished away through straight mid-wicket. Words of encouragement are going to be necessary for the young bowler.
Just not getting it on the right line at all, Chris Tremlett. Again, that's leg stump.
Up and over, that's wide of Harmison and away to the boundary for 4. Trescothick may have to consider a change at the Lumley end. Tremlett beginning to look very expensive.
That's the room outside the off stump that we were talking about, that he doesn't want to be giving any of these left-handers. Third man has absolutely no chance if it goes over the head of the man at backward point.
That's gone through Flintoff at short mid-wicket. That went very quickly, but in normal circumstances you'd have expected Andrew Findorff to get both hands on that.
Well, both times now that the ball has gone past Flintoff, it's almost as if he's picking the ball up very early.
Hayden wants the single. He'll have to be quick. He's got to get the dive out. Peterson can't hit the stumps.
Just wanting to make sure that they keep the scoreboard ticking. That would have been close. It would have been very close if that had hit.
We've seen plenty of support for both Bangladesh and Australia here. It's too wide this time from Goff. He gets punished.
I think almost everyone will be quite happy with the pitches that this one-day tournament has played on so far, this Natwest tournament. Any delivery that has been offline or perhaps even off length, too short or too full, has been punished.
Goff got a boot on that. Peterson's having to chase. Hit very firmly back on the bowler. Off Goff's shin, I think.
Two good overs at the end there from Tremlett and Goff. A little bit expensive, Tremlett particularly, but he'll be a nervous boy. He's only played one game, and that was against Bangladesh the other day. Oh, goal! What a great catch, palmed up in the air by Geraint Jones, and then taken on the rebound as he fell to his left. The extra bounce of Tremlett doing for Gilchrist here. Just a thin edge through to the keeper. Tremlett will be a really happy boy now.
I thought this had gone. Top edge, the bounce there from Tremlett. Monster of a man, 6'8". And that, Geraint Jones, I have to say, you might say that he should have caught it in the first place. He didn't, but he recovered magnificently. Took that very, very well. That's a big breakthrough for England. Gilchrist has gone for 18 from 31 balls. It's 44 for 1. Australia's captain Ricky Ponting coming in at number 3. First ball duck at Bristol on Sunday. Solidly forward that time from Ponting. Smile from Goff, but the 50's up for Australia. Over the top from Hayden. I think with Tremlett coming round the wicket, Hayden's been sizing me up to try and hit him over mid-wicket, through mid-on. He's had to wait a while to do it. It's a good shot, isn't it? Whipped away over mid-wicket. Area targets. We'll see. Not out the middle of the bat, but well, it's flashed away, backward a point. Over Collingwood and 10 off the over. 61 for 1. Australia going well. Well, the first one you can say there's not a lot that the bowler did wrong. This one, though, is short and wide. And Hayden hits as hard as anyone there. Great shot. Simple and superb from Ponting. And of course, if you don't get the line right, you go for that full straight delivery. You leave it outside the off stump. Smash well. That's a great shot. It's not a half volley. It's hit very, very well.
It's 8,000 runs for Ricky Ponting, only the second Australian to do that in one-day international cricket, and Australia 69 for 1. To pick up from Ponting, that's a typical shot for him. That's a good way to go past 8,000 runs.
Much better than a single, I agree. Flicked away off his legs. Just drifting in. He looks to favour that side, particularly with the field placings as they are.
Well, that's well played. He's threaded it through. And Ponting, as Darren was saying, looking much more confident now. And already picking up the pace. He's gone to 19. He's only faced 22 deliveries.
Lovely timing. The outfield's very quick once again here. And beats the gully man. Third man had no chance.
It's spoilt the over. 5 balls without conceding a run. 4 runs off the last, 82 for 1. Huge appeal. Now, what's that come off? Not bat, according to Alim Dar. Just flicked something on the way through.
So look at this. Just looks like it's flicked the pad. Well taken, good appeal. The English don't mind getting up these days, do they? They like seeing Australians disappear back to the change rooms as quick as possible.
Now this is going to be a tester. Who's going to go for it? Will it be A, Paul Collingwood, B, Kevin Peterson, or C, none of the above?
Big shot. Australia in the air. It's the man in the deeps ball. He's got to come in and take that. And it looks like they've had a mix-up there. He's not very happy, Kevin Peterson. He's obviously been called out at some stage by Paul Collingwood. And yeah, very disappointed. Lovely shot.
That's gone down to third man. He's got it. That's much, much better. That's England back on form. It's Ricky Ponting who has to go. Helped is on his way down towards the third man boundary. And this is a good catch.
Yeah, great catch there from Ashley Giles. Running forward, he's atoned for that misfield last over. It's a difficult catch coming forward. And Steve Harmison does it again to the Australian captain.
Ponting gone for 27. It's 95 for 2. 2 down. Damien Martin once again at number 4. .96 for 2. Here comes Andrew Flintoff. It's through into the gloves. It's a slightly awkward looking take from Geraint Jones. Looked a straightforward enough chance. And in the end, it's a stop for him. And Andrew Flintoff has picked up England's 3rd wicket. Just that little bit wide of off stump, with just that little bit of shape as well. And it bobbles out of the gloves, up into the midriff. And Geraint Jones will be a mighty relieved man that that did not go to ground. Matthew Hayden gone for 39, 96 for 3. Andrew Simons makes his way to the crease for the first time in this competition. Let's see what he can do today.
Been a good spell from Andrew Flintoff. He's in his 5th over, 1 for 17. Harmison and Flintoff bowled well together. And this is just a regulation catch. A bit flat-footed from Hayden. Flashed away, backward a point. Great way to bring up the 100 for Australia. And a super way to get off the mark as well.
Simons is away. First bat in the tournament, short and wide. He hits the ball really hard. Have a tighter line. Can't give him any width out there.
Good stop.
That should just be one as well. Flintoff out at long off. Simons coming back for 2. That's very well run indeed. Another misfield. This time Harmison concedes the extra run.
Just trying to play the orthodox sweep there, or paddle. It's good running.
Straight away, Simons is after him. Really find this an odd move from Trescothick at this particular juncture. Thought to Collingwood and Giles are doing an excellent job. Simons loves pace on the ball.
Well, I think England missed the trick here. Why would you change it?
That's the way through the offside. Peterson. 150's up for Australia. We're in the 34th over of 50. It's a bigger hit through straight mid-wicket. This will find the boundary okay.
Well, thought it was imminent. Simons down the wicket. Smacks it away over that mid-wicket area.
First ball of the over disappears wide of Darren Gough. 4 runs to Andrew Simons. Still quite a long time to go in this innings.
Very much Simons' area. Strong bottom hand grip. Drags everything through mid-wicket.
That's found space. Front foot pull from Damien Martin.
Four runs might cost him a bat. Dragged down, I think it was a slower ball. Dragged it down a little bit. Martin, as of Simons, dragging it to the leg side. Gives himself a bit of room.
Selection of bats, sir. Andrew Simons has got his 50. Straight to the man at square leg. So welcome back the Australian team for Andrew Simons. 50 from 62 balls. They'll get the 2. Good stop. That was needed there from Andrew Strauss, but he got past him. Might well have had the legs on it to reach the boundary.
Yeah, Trescothic's been listening to you. Strauss not with the greatest arm, so he's brought him up in the inner circle. Good dive, half stop, stave, probably 2 runs.
And those 2 runs take this partnership past the 100 mark. Ricochet from Darren Goff. Safely out to Strauss, a big wicket. Always brings a smile from him. 6 in the over in the end. 197 for 3.
Well, anything to stop the ball, Darren Goff, he'll do anything. Hates going for runs. Bit of a sore shin, got one earlier in the shin.
And again, oh dear. Well, that should have paid off for Ashley Giles. The pressure he'd kept on. Oh, even then. Almost a double play in the sense that there was a stumping chance initially. At the end of it all, we've seen no signal from the umpire suggesting that there was just a little bit of a feather on the ball initially. This is how it all finished up. Desperate dive to get in. Jones trying to flick the ball on the stumps to finish off the run out.
Good work by Goff. Just turned and threw the ball. Jones taking the ball in front of the stumps. If he'd hit, he'd have gone.
It's a good shot. It's a clever shot, really. In a way, I don't think Steve Harmison needed to change his approach at that stage.
Yeah, why change? It's all gone so well. Yorkers, slower balls, and then all of a sudden this one. Exactly what Martin was looking for. Why change? It ain't broken. Don't try and fix it. Everything was going so well for England. And all of a sudden the release of pressure.
So here comes Ashley Giles again, 9th over. Well, he's got underneath that and he's hit that superbly. Back it goes, back of the crowd, 6 runs. This might be the start of the assault. If Andrew Simons gets it right now, this will be the boost Australia crave.
There's the danger man. He hits 6s at this stage. Massive blow in his favoured area into the crowd. First 6 of the day.
Push hard there. They'll get 2. Andrew Simons is quick. Damien Martin's 50. Very well played. His 30th one-day international 50 and his 7th versus England.
Well, that looked fairly straight. Mark Benson isn't interested because he hasn't signalled. That means he thinks there was a bit of bat involved.
Let's have a closer look at this one, Michael. A little inside edge maybe. Nice and full. Ooh. Not sure where he hit that. If not, that's out. We need a closer. It's hitting middle stump. He hasn't hit that, but the umpire adjudicated he did get a little nick on it.
That was powerfully hit again, and dropped.
That was flat and fast. Michael, he's a powerful man, and he hits him a long way. Gives himself some room.
Hits is out, and he hits. That is a big wicket for England, getting rid of Andrew Simons. He knew he was going to be out if he hit Andrew Simons. He just jogged through, hoping for the best.
Good piece of fielding here. One stump to aim at pretty much, and he hits it flash on. Andrew Simons not even in the picture there. 238 for 4. Andrew Simons 73 off 81 balls.
Another familiar face to the people of the northeast. Mike Hussey now comes in for Australia. Not on strike at the moment though. He will be after this single.
Well, Michael, that was a senseless run out from Andrew Simons. We just didn't really need him to do that. We just needed him to stay there for a bit longer. A good piece of it, hit it straight to him. He was never going to make it. They've almost collided and run out by plenty.
Good throw, good accurate throw. Out by a distance. He'll be pushing for 2 here, and he should get them comfortably.
Vic.
That's straight down the ground. Will it be caught? Simple catch. Collingwood, the man down there, he doesn't drop anything.
A bit of room. See it a bit off and well taken down there. Paul Collingwood. And let's go 247 for 5. Shane Watson, the new batsman. The non-strikers in because they crossed. Tommy Munn's got that over cover. It's a very good shot. 4 runs. 250 up for Australia. That's 251 for 5.
Australia certainly need a few of these in the last few overs. Just open the face of the bat there, Ian Martin, to get it wide of that man at long off. It was a good shot. Got a wicket in the over though, Andrew Flintoff. It's difficult to come in at this stage of the innings and just start getting boundaries.
Well taken catch. Last over as Flintoff starts.
That was well played. Fine leg up. All he had to do is get some part of the bat on the ball. If he hadn't hit it, he would have been bowled. It was full and straight again.
Across his stumps here. Lucky he hit that. Would have been bowled.
They were pushing for 2 here. Well fielded. fielded. From Sri Lanka down there, looking for the third. Not on, definitely not on. Durham Martin settled for the second. Pretty good over that, the last over for Australia. All of 10 runs coming from it. Pushing that total up to 266. So as you said, Darren, they have improved each game. 249 the first game, 252 the next. Now up to 266. Will they improve in the field as well? That's the next question.
Yes, a good performance from Australia. They'll be happy with that. Captain of England won't be too unhappy with that either. I think they'll be pretty happy with that. So it's going to be a great evening here at Durham. Michael Vaughan, the Indian captain, he'll be looking forward to playing again next week. Darren Goff bowled well for England. Andrew Flintoff finished very well as well.
Pleasing performance that by England, although Australia should feel reasonably happy about the total that they got, 266 for 5. Just seemed to be struggling a bit when they were 96 for 3.
Darren Goff again, bowled well today. Steve Harmison, 2 maidens in that, 9 overs, 1 for 44. And Andrew Flintoff, 10 overs, 2 for 55.
So a slightly larger target this for England than the last game. 267 runs to win, and that's at about 5.34 runs per over.
Australia made 266 for 5 in their 50 overs. England, of course, needing 267 to win. Round about 5.5 and over here at the Riverside in the evening sunshine. And the final part of the innings under floodlights. 73 to Simons, 68 not out to Damien Martin. Couple of wickets for Flintoff, 1 to Harmison, 1 to Tremlett. And the captain for the day, Marcus Trescothick, is about to take guard for the first ball of the innings. Good record of Trescothick's, great strike rate for an opening bat at 86 through 103 games. Partnered by Andrew Strauss, which is the Test match opening partnership. Now the one-day international opening partnership as well. It's 33 matches, but a good average. Strike rate of nearly 80. Expect some fireworks early on here, both with bat and ball. Brett Lee, restored to fitness, will spearhead the Australian bowling attack. 105 matches, 186 wickets. He's a wicket taker in this form of the game. Averages 22. The economy rate perhaps a touch high, over 4.5. But he's got 3 5-wicket hauls. There is no question that he is brought back into the side to add firepower, add pace, and try and make inroads into this England upper order. First ball of the England innings. A little bit of swing for Brett Lee. Watch for that as well with this new ball. This is good stuff from Brett Lee. Late swing from him at very decent pace, up over 90 miles an hour.
Well, good news for Australia. There's a bit of swing. They've got a swing bowler on.
That's a great start from Brett Lee, right on the spot with pace and swing. He started with a maiden, and there's a smile around. England are 0 for 0. That's on Strauss's legs, and it gets England underway. a shout. I think it's just clipped the pad though. Mark Benson having not much to do with it.
Well, let's have a look. The Australians go up. There you see, just flicks. Think of the trousers, Scothic's trousers.
Well, it's a good steady start from McGrath. 3 off the over, England 3 without loss.
Just there. That is exactly how Australia are planning to get Andrew Strauss out, not only today, but for the rest of the summer. Anyone who bowls full and straight will trouble Andrew Strauss. He's very good square of the wicket.
91 mile an hour late in swingers trouble the best. That's the wide. Bowled him, played it on. It's great bowling from Lee. He's bowling with pace and with swing, and Strauss could do nothing about that. Thin inside edge, cannoning onto the stumps. Lee has got the first blood for Australia. He's back.
Australia have their plans. That's the thing about playing against them. They have their plans, and usually if you have a technical failing, they'll find it. Andrew Strauss bowled. His first look at Brett Lee's gone for 3. England 4 for 1.
So it is Vikram Solanki to come in at number 3. He said it would be. Best of 106, good strike rate, 75. He's an aggressive upper order batsman, played 38 matches now. Wide.
Let's have a look at that wicket again. Teed him up in the over before, full and straight. Ball swinging back in. Can't work out why Strauss doesn't hit down the ground that well. There must be something in his technique. It's not a huge problem. He scores so well in other areas. Nothing to get too concerned about.
Great ball. Oh, that's great. Just too fast. Solanki late on that. Oh, gone. Thin edge. Trescotty has gone for naught now. Scratched around for 15 deliveries. Didn't get off the mark. And McGrath has got him.
Well, the England captain looks on as his stand-in Marcus Trescothick goes for naught. A classic McGrath dismissal, a classic Trescothick dismissal. Not a lot of foot movement. The ball seams across. Trescothick goes for naught. England 6 for 2.
Enter the first of the local heroes, Paul Collingwood. Durham born and bred. Facing Glenn McGrath.
Classic McGrath to Trescothick, just nipping across him. That's how they look to get Marcus Trescothick out. Because of that lack of foot movement, he does struggle to the ball just outside off stump, and that's the beauty.
Oh, Collingwood's gone, second ball. The Australians are back. England in disarray at 6 for 3. Collingwood has dragged it on. England really struggling here.
Paul Collingwood looks at the inside edge of his bat. Not the greatest of shots. He was trying to get down to third man. The bat comes down at an angle, And he drags it onto his off stump. Paul Collingwood goes for naught. England struggling, 6 for 3.
Looking England at balcony, and who can blame them? Upper order decimated by McGrath and Lee. McGrath 2 in 3. Trescothick out, caught behind off McGrath, first ball of this 6th over. Collingwood chopped it on, 3rd ball. And prior to all that, Andrew Strauss dragging a full ball on from Lee for 3. So Andrew Flintoff in at 6 for 3. Strike rate is excellent, 92.8, over 2,000 runs, average going up almost by the game. This is a test for him though. He's off the mark, first ball, if a little tentatively.
Well, this is what the Australians have waited for. Are they back? Is that man back? Glenn McGrath just outside off stump. To be honest, second, third delivery, not a great shot from Paul Collingwood. Bat's coming down at an angle. Where's he trying to hit it? What's Ricky Ponting's reaction? We've had a bad week. We need some wickets. We've got some.
Great bowling from McGrath. England are 7 for 3.
At last, Solanke gets off the mark. That was the 9th ball that he faced.
Change of bowler from the Lumley Castle end, Jason Gillespie. Still with that headband. Not sure about the look from that, but it's very, very important spell for Jason Gillespie. He's been out of sorts with the ball, but he's a fine bowler over many years for Australia, and not a better time to bowl, Bob. Just straight down the leg side straight away. Good fielding from Glenn McGrath. Good shot from Flintoff there. Behind square, too short. Lovely shot.
Well, at last, something for the England fans to cheer about. Seen a procession of batsmen making their way back to the pavilion. Counter-attack from Flintoff.
Good finish. 5 off the over, 16 for 3.
McGrath starting his 6th over. Flintoff smashed that hard, but Hoggs half stopped it at mid-off. No ball called too by Mark Benson. It's nicely timed by Flintoff. Glorious shot. Crowd on their feet now.
When he hits them, they stay hit. Lovely timing. And it was good to see the crowd get involved for once. They've been pretty quiet for the first 12 overs of this innings. Been pretty boisterous of the Australians for most of the tour so far. She's outside edge here. He's gone for 4 down the third man. Jason Gillespie is not cutting that off. So he breaks the shackles a little bit, takes a little bit of heat off him, and now the key is to get the strike back to Andrew Flintoff.
Well, he's going to get 4 runs for that. Not quite where it's meant to go.
No, same result.
Here's the man. Wide front leg.
There's no man where that's gone. You can't set a field for that.
Well, he's done that beautifully. That is a superb shot. A little bit too full, a little bit too wide, but put away beautifully.
Well, it's a cracking shot. It really is a cracking shot. Very typical Vikram Solanki shot. Likes to whip it away through mid-wicket, but you give him a bit of work, he goes after it, and he's gone after that and got it.
Slightly full shot, but it does bring up the 50. Slower than hoped for by England. 50 for 3 halfway through the 18th. That just needs throwing back. It's only just failed to reach the boundary on the full. Foot or two inside the rope as it skidded away for 4. And we'll need a few more of those. 54 for 3.
Just wondering if this is a slower ball. Yes, it is, out the back of the hand. Picked up straight away by Andrew Flintoff. Literally picked up over mid-off. Just short of the boundary. And that's woken the crowd up.
That's perfectly placed. Hitting with the spin. Andrew Flintoff with the placement, the power and the timing. Get it away for 4, make it 5 runs from the over and bring up the 50 partnership with the score now on 59 for 3.
He's eyeing up that square leg boundary and he puts this in just about the perfect position. 2 fielders on the boundary. He couldn't have split them better.
It's not out despite the vociferousness of the appeal. 69 for 3.
Well, it's a very loud and noisy appeal. I reckon he's got justification there. It's pitched in line, it's straightened. Now, has it done too much?
There's 4. Shane Watson proving to be more expensive than his colleagues. And Flintoff still keeping England in with a chance. 77 for 3.
Well done. Well saved. Will he be able to cut that one off? Again. Marcus is certainly doing excellent work out there on the extra cover boundary.
Look at him looking hard there. Which way is it going to go? That is the good one. No, it's not. He's clipped it in the air. And that's a very fine catch. Solanki stays. He waits for the umpire's decision. Solanki decides to walk off.
I think Solanki decided that with that celebration, that would perhaps mean that the ball did carry on the full. Didn't quite get to the pitch. And that was a good catch. A very good catch. Ricky Ponting, the captain, taking the catch. Not a bad knock that from Vikram Solanki coming in at such a sad moment for England. It's 85 for 4. Kevin Peterson comes in at number 6 for England. Well, And so many people have been comparing the stroke play of Andrew Flintoff and Kevin Peterson. Well, they are seeing them together for the first time here. Off the mark immediately.
Well, the pressure was building on Vikram Solanki. A few dots, and he went to clip one in the air. There's only one man he could find, and it was Ricky Ponting, one of the best fielders in world cricket. And that is a very fine catch, diving forward, millimetres above the ground. It's square on the offside, could come back for two. Back easily.
Was close. He'll be asking for the replay, Mark Benson, for the stumping.
Well, if this is out, Duncan Fletcher will be furious. He dislikes batsmen just having a swipe at the spinner and not getting their foot back in the crease. There's absolutely no reason that Andrew Flintoff's toe should be on the line there. Against a spinner, you should be batting at least a foot inside your crease. And is he back? I don't think so. I think he's on the line. Line obviously belongs to the bowler and the umpire. This will tell us. Toe, has he got any part of that toe behind the line? After the bails have come off, his toe goes back, but this is not great cricket from Andrew Flintoff.
When there is doubt, you say not out. Has gone straight up and taken Gillespie, the man out there at long on. So he got a reprieve, Andrew Flintoff, and then was dismissed in the very next over from that bowler.
Well, twice in a row he's got out to Brad Hogg, Andrew Flintoff. Once caught long off at Bristol, second time round caught long on. It's a big gamble, that's the way he plays. You love him when he hits it for six, and he goes for 44. England are troubled, 94 for 5.
This is a massive job now for Gareth Jones coming in to join Kevin Peterson. Considered an all-rounder, of course, wicket-keeping all-rounder Gareth Jones. Then the bowlers.
Here's the wicket again. Flintoff, where's he trying to hit that? He's trying to hit that square straight up. Mason Gillespie takes a good catch.
To hurry here. Peterson did. It's a good job he did as well.
Now, I'm not quite sure what happened here, but the ball's behind square, so it's the batsman, Peterson. Direct hit he'd have been gone.
In the air, and Lee, well, he stuck a hand out. As a reflex, actually, he just clipped that left hand. If that had stuck, it would have been brilliant.
Just a fingertip. Good reactions. So close.
What a shot. Glorious stroke from Peterson, all along the floor as well, and through extra cover.
We're going to need a few more of these to get themselves back in this game. Well, so it's going to be a long contest throughout the summer. First blood there to Peterson.
That's a good shot. Chopped away, backward a point with great power.
Well, that's one shot that Graham Jones does execute well. Anything short and wide on that offside, he's waiting for it. He puts it away, takes a bit of pressure off Kevin Peterson. He keeps the ball ticking over as well.
It's in the slot for Peterson, and McGrath won't get anywhere near that.
It's one of those when you're short extra cover that you're quite pleased it's just 2 yards too wide, so you can't get a hand to it. This was hit extremely hard.
It's high, it could be out, it is out, picked out deep mid-wicket. So Simons has trapped Peterson. Hussey takes the catch. Peterson is out for 19. And with him go England's hopes, I fear.
Well, he's trying to drag it. It's a shot he does play extremely well, but he hasn't got that out the middle of the bat. It's low on the bat. Mike Hussey makes no mistake whatsoever. Well, you can't do it every day of the week. Peterson's gone for 19. It's 123 for 6.
Ashley Giles in at number 8 for England.
So look where this hits on the bat. It's very, very low. Well, it wasn't to be today.
Giles, it's as if he's never been away, clipping it away for 4, first ball.
He's just brought the fine leg up. Paid the price. It was good over though. He got the wicket of Peterson. That's what his captain would have wanted. But he didn't want him to bowl down the leg side. He's just brought the fine leg up.
He's done it again. Oh, it's leg byes this time.
It's not the line he wants to bowl. Sir Giles, I thought for a minute he got some bat on this.
Out. Simons at backward point takes the simplest of catches. Giles just looking to give himself a little bit of room, and he's gone.
Well, Brett Lee, he does take wickets. His figures are impressive. Ashley Giles trying to get it through that gap. Andrew Simons doesn't have to move. Straight to him. And this game is petering out. Australia, they're back. Ashley Giles, he's gone. He's gone for 4. It's 133 for 7.
Chris Tremlett in at number 9. He's got an average of 25 in first-class cricket this year. He's got 1 half-century, so he can bat. Tall lad, watch the toes. That's well played. First ball in international cricket goes for 1 through cover. It's 134 for 7.
So look at that wicket. Ashley Giles is the man that gets out. Trying to steer it through that offside, giving himself room. That's his scoring area. Not today, though. Andrew Simons was there. He makes no mistake. Brett Lee has impressive figures. 7 overs now, 1 maiden, 2 for 15.
Lovely cover drive. Durham Jones, Vellum dive from Brad Holt, 4 runs. Lovely time shot. Beautiful shot from Durham Jones, 139 for 7 after 36 overs.
Well, that could so easily have been dragged into his stumps. Extremely tall young man, Chris Tremlett.
Yeah, this morning when Chris Tremlett and Steve Harmison were practicing on the oval and with Darren Gough, it looked like Darren Gough was a dwarf.
Well, that's fallen safely. But Brett Lee giving Tremlett plenty to think about here. In the air and straight to mid-on. That's the end of Geraint Jones. He goes for 23. So a successful return to the attack for Shane Watson. 1 for 41 now from 6 overs. Very optimistic shot from Geraint Jones. He's the 8th wicket to fall. England on 145. Darren Gough is quickly out to join Chris Tremlett. Gough at the non-striker's end. He might want to stay there the way Lee's bowling. Here he comes into the tall Tremlett. Darren's going to have to take the single.
He was going to push out for 2 there, I think. No, and Darren Gough, not the most courageous bloke. As we see the replay, dismissal, high on the bat, and well taken by Matthew Hayden at mid-on there.
Pulled away very effectively. That's really raced to the boundary at square leg. 150's up for England.
Well, this is a fantastic cricket shot from Darren Gough.
Well, he's somehow got that out to straight mid-wicket. There's some more catching practice for Mike Hussey out at cover. He makes no mistake, so wicket 2 for Jason Gillespie. That's his first of the evening. England 9 down now for 159. Tremlett couldn't make it to double figures. Caught by Michael Hussey for 8 runs. Another steepling catch. Aussie catching has been quite excellent today. It's been an excellent performance all round. England 159 for 9. Well, a lot of the Chestler Street crowd are staying to see a local hero, Steve Harmison. He'll enjoy himself with the bat if he gets the opportunity.
Well, inside edge that for 4. And he has.
Wow, that was very hard hit. Got there very quickly. Well, that's a good shot from Darren Gough. Wow. Darren Gough again. He'll go back in this afternoon and he'll say to the batsman, what's wrong? What was the problem? There goes Gough again. 4 more. Watson had no chance of getting there. It's 188 for 9. Straight down the ground from Darren Gough. 200 comes up and a few more.
And that's the record partnership. The 10th wicket for England.
Just a single. Well, it's a full toss and he gets a single, Darren Gough. So that's his CB. The last delivery of the innings and he gets the single. Well played, Darren Gough. Picked the partnership as well between himself and Steve Harmison. That's the England batting card. Could have been over a long time ago, but for this partnership between Darren Gough and Steve Harmison. Darren Gough ending up being the top scorer of the innings. But a good knock that from Andrew Flintoff. 44 from 61 deliveries.
Well, the all-important bowling figures. A lot of talk about this bowling attack, and they were a lot better today. Brett Lee led them. The wicket of Strauss lifted everyone. In swingers at 90 miles an hour, 10 overs, 2 for 27. McGrath, typical dismissal of Trescothick, 10 overs, 2 for 31. The spin again of Brad Hogg, very economical with 2 wickets. England still struggling to pick him, and that all-rounder Andrew Simons, 7 overs, 1 for 37.
Well, that's the story of the day. Australia sent into bat by England after England won the toss, amassed 2 6 to 5. It was not going to be easy getting that target. England in the end 209 for 9. Big win that by Australia. All out